From Shields Arena, home of the Fargo Force, Fargo, North Dakota. Good morning, Spuds Country. This is 15U semifinal hockey. Your Moorhead Spuds are set to take on the Shout Media Queens in semifinal action this morning. Shout Media is a team out of Ontario, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Let's drop in and take a listen here.
And all players would please go to their respective goal lines.
We're going to get the official introductions.
First, let's announce the visiting team, the Moorhead Spuds. First and on starters, number 5, Mariana Lovejoy. Number 6, Talia Little. Number 8, Haley Swenson. Number 10, Brooke Lane. Number 11, Breland Carter. Number 12, Soylent Lee. Number 13, Raylan Everett. Number 14, Abigail Retzer. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Moorhead Spuds. Starting in goal, number 33, Elizabeth Paulson. On defense, number 18, Kaylin Ekren. Her defensive partner, number 7, Nevaeh Hendrickson. At left wing for the Spuds, number 2, Alexa Strand. At right wing, number 3, Molly Hockett. And at center for the Spuds, number 4, Caitlin Shirley. Head coach for the Spuds is Wade Lovejoy. Assistant coaches, Terrence Fish and Joel Paulson. Now let's meet your home team, the Shout Media Thunder Bay Queens. Meet the non-starters, number 6, Cadence Mattow. Number 7, Stacy Kanopsky. Number 8, Claire Wally. Number 10, Peyton Harlock. Number 12, Ava Burke. Number 14, Gemma Topser. Number 18, Reese Keel. Number 19, Layla Timko. Number 20, Lucy Kane. Number 21, Peyton Carvalho. Number 30, Zoe Turner. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Shout Media Thunder Bay Queens. Starting in goal, Nora Dreyer. On defense, number 15, Isla Wrigley. Her defensive partner, number 9, Allison Boone. 17. At left wing, number 16, Haley Hoffel White. At right wing, coaches Scott Boone, assistant coaches Neil Ronaldson, Mark McLeod, Haley Richard, and April Hadley. Team manager is Tara Hostel-White. And now, if you would please rise and kindly remove your caps as we honor our country first by playing the Star Spangled Banner and then playing the national anthem of Canada, O Canada. Tonight's game is presented by Shields. Here's the hockey and the players who take the ice from the pond out to the rink with the fancy scoreboard. Everyone at Shields says skate hard, have fun, and game on. Shields, proud sponsor of Fargo Youth Hockey.
So being that we got through the introductions and the starting lineups already, we can move right on ahead. Your Moorhead Spuds are going to be wearing their travel jerseys, the black ones, with the orange and white trim, and skate right to left on your radio dial. The Shout Media Thunder Bay Queens will be wearing their home white with the black and red trim and be skating left to right on your radio dial.
I pressed that.
Spuds take to the ice. Shirley and Arthur at center ice. Waiting for the ref to fix the back of the Queen's net. All right, he is taken care of. That is taken care of and ready to go. Puck is down. We are underway. Controlled by Ekron just inside, or by Strand, and dropped back to Ekron just inside of her own zone. Sent ahead to Hockett. Dumped into the corner. It'll be picked up by Allison Boone from the Queens. Queens are able to clear. Down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be Hendrickson who flips it back out to center. Hockett smacks it into the Queens' end. Picked up by Stoblock, carried into the Moorhead end. It'll end up down in the near side corner. Centering pass turned away by Ekron. It'll end up down in the far side corner and come up to the far side point. Shot from there is knocked down. Will end up all the way down on Paulson, who will cover it up. We'll have exactly 14 minutes to go here in the first. Face-off is going to be the far side of the Moorhead zone between Lane and a mystery queen from, couldn't tell who it was. Out at center is Wally. She dumps it into the far side. It'll end up down in the corner. Spuds try to clear. It'll be held in at the point, sent in the near side corner. Carried around back behind the net. They try to wrap it around. It's going to get turned off to the side. Swenson's going to send it out to center. Mateu dumps it back in, and the Queens will end up offside. Face-off will come to the near side. Be sent right down into the Moorhead zone by Scola. Stolen away by Retzer. Carried out through center. She sends it ahead to Shirley, who carries it in near side. We'll take it down into the corner. Off the boards and up the wall. Queens are able to clear. Ekron will have it at center. Dump back in. Spuds will be offside. Face off just outside the Queen's end on the near side. Between Lane and Arthur is going to be won by Lane and dumped into the Queen's zone and cleared right back out by Tozer. Lovejoy just inside of her own zone, sends it back out to center. It'll be picked up by Arthur along the far side, carried in with a shot on Paulson by Stokeluk. Inside the Queen's end, puck will be sent down behind the net. It'll be taken there by Thalderson and held up along the near side boards. Up to Little, shot. Save made by Trayer. Puck will be steered over to the far side wall and sent out to center. Little, far side of her own zone. Ahead to Lovejoy. Chipped out to center. Drop back into her own zone by Lane. Little will throw it out to center. It'll be picked up by Swenson on the near side. Swenson's going to go top of the slot, have it picked off by Boone. It'll end up down in the near side corner and be sent into the slot. Cleared out, sent the length of the ice by Timko, or by Wiley, or Wrigley, excuse me. That one's going to get called back on icing. Faceoff will come back down to the far side from the Thunder Bay end. Controlled by the Queens, it'll be held up along the near side wall and sent out to center by Keel. All the way down into the Moorhead zone. Puck will roll. Swenson will pick it up and send it ahead to Shirley, who's going to take it out to center. Along the far side, she'll have it knocked away by Boone. Swenson gets a handle on it. She takes a shot. Glove save made by Trayer. It'll end up with Ekron along the far side, who's going to carry it around, center it up. Shot is knocked down in traffic. Rebound is picked up by Lee. Trayer will knock it down and get it covered up. 10:57, 0-0 first period. Faceoff will be to the glove side of Trayer. It's won by the Lane, controlled by the Spuds. Knocked out to center and down into the Moorhead zone by Burke. Little pick it up back behind her own net. Tries to send it ahead. She's going to carry it out along the far side. It'll be taken right on the red line by Carter. Lane back to Little, or back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy across to Carter, far side. She's going to bring it in. Takes a shot that'll be blocked down by Mateu. Puck will end up back behind the net. Mateu sends it over into the far side corner. Lovejoy steps over there and sends it around back behind the net. It'll be taken by Stokaluk and stolen away by the Spuds. Held up along the far side. We sent down into the slot and turned back over to the far side. Lane tries to drive it in. It'll get knocked out to center and tossed right back down into the zone, and the Spuds will end up offside. .955 first period. Face off far side between Arthur and Shirley, just outside the Queen zone. Then into the Queen zone, turned right back out by Thorvaldson. Stolen away by the Spud. Shirley's going to take it in, and it'll get knocked down out in front of Trayer by Tozer. Ekron sends it off the wall at center. Dumped into the zone by Strand. Strand and Thorvaldson fight for it down to the corner. It comes up along the near side or the far side board and is cleared out to center by Stokaluk. Stolen away by Shirley. Puck floats free. It'll be gathered up by Mateu or Postlewhite. They float free right along the near side boards and be sent across into the Moorhead zone by Postlewhite. Ekron tries to clear it. Queens will be there to hold it. Shot taken will be blocked down out in front. Spuds will come away with it. Shirley's going to drive it in on the near side. Takes the shot, puts it right in the breadbasket of Trayer, and she'll get that one swallowed up and covered. Face-off is going to be near side of Queen zone. Lane. And Arthur. Oh, excuse me. I can't tell who that is. It'll be stolen away by the Queen and carried out to center along the far side. Down in right through the center point. Puck will be knocked away by Little from Riley. She'll have it along the far side wall. Tries to center it up. It'll get steered over to the far side corner. Sent back across onto the near side boards. Puck got touched up and flipped out, but the Queens will end up offside. Nope, puck went into the. I didn't see where it went, but I don't think anybody else did because the ref had to go get another one. So faceoff comes out to the neutral zone. Wally and Shirley will go down into the near side corner. Hendrickson will send it around behind the net to Ekron, who will kick it right back the other direction and up the near side boards. Reds will have it along the near side carried out. Boone sends it right back out to center. We're going back the other direction. Along the far side wall, it gets dumped into the far side corner. Ekron sends it around. Boone turns it back the other direction. It gets sent out to center by Ekron. Then Wiley will have it just inside of her own zone. Wally. Carried along the far side boards by Wally. She takes it into the Moorhead zone. Centering pass with a shot from the near side by Postlewhite is knocked down by Paulson. Puck will be sent out to center and held up along the near side boards right in front of the Media Queens bench. Wrigley down inside of her own zone, puts the brakes on right alongside the net. She tries to take it out. Hockett will end up with it. Hockett across to Shirley with the backhand that is going to get turned away by Trayer. And we're going to go back the other direction. Stokaluk down into the Moorhead zone, puts a shot on Paulson. She'll make the save on that one. We'll go back the other direction. Hockett will send it across the strand just on the neutral zone side of the blue line. The Spuds will go in offside. .6:48 first period. Face off far side, just outside of the Queen's zone. Puck will be sent down into the Moorhead end. Little will go get it, send it around behind her net and onto the near side boards. Timko tries to center it up. It gets sent up into the air. Spuds come away with it. Pocket ahead to Lane. Lane is going to take it right in, top of the slot, and have it knocked away. Konopski will have it going on along the far side wall. Shot by Keel. Blocked out in front. Sent around behind the net. Another shot from Konopski. And the rebound is going to find the back of the net and put the Queens on the board first. .6:07 first period. Queens strike first and go up by 1-0. Face off at center ice will be Wally and Shirley. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Lee to Shirley. Shirley and Lee are going to go, and Swenson are going to go in 3-on-3. Puck will get sent over in the near side corner. Queens try to clear. Hendrickson will be there to hold it in. Pinched up just inside the zone. Puck is going to slide out to center. Or no, it's going to get sent down into the near side corner. And taken out to center by Tozer. Ekron tries to clear. It'll be turned back the other direction by Burke. Down in behind the net. Side angle shot. Goes off the cage. Tried from the other side. Is again going to go off the side of the cage. Puck loose in the slot is going to get turned over to the side, then sent back down in behind the net by Tozer. Ekron will go after along the far side wall. She's able to clear it out to Shirley at center. Shirley goes in hard and fast, puts it right into the breadbasket of Trayer. Puck was free for a minute. Swenson couldn't get to it before Trayer got it covered up. 4:56, 1-0 Queens lead. Faceoff goes to the near side. Between Lane And Arthur will get steered onto the near side boards. Lane will hold it up there, brings it around, takes the shot. It's going to get blocked down by Sokoluk. Will end up along the far side boards. Flipped out through center by Arthur and down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be gathered up by Little in the far side corner. She'll take it around behind the net, send it to Retzer on the near side boards. Spuds are able to clear out to center. Just inside of her own zone is going to be Stokaluk. Spuds will steal it away as they enter the Moorhead zone. Retzer to Shirley. Shirley loses an edge. Puck comes free. It'll go down into the Moorhead zone. Lovejoy will have it along in the far side corner. To Shirley, who clears it out to center. It'll be picked up by Wrigley and dumped back in, and the Queens will be offside. Face off far side just outside of the Moorhead end. Shot on Paulson is going to get knocked down and covered up. She'll keep this game at 1. 3:48. Face-off goes to the far side of the Moorhead zone. Puck gets sent down into the far side corner. Eckert will set it behind the net. It'll be held up on the near side and then pulled away by Hockett. Hockett ahead to Shirley. Couldn't get a handle on it. It's going to get turned back the other direction by the Queens. Dumped into the Moorhead zone by Turner. It'll go back behind the net. Eckert will pick it up behind or in the far side corner. Eckert tries to clear it. Tim Cole have it at the point. She sends it back into the corner and back behind the net. Handled there. Konopski. Stolen away by the Spuds. Sent along the near side wall. Timko tries to hold it. Hockett goes down. Puck ends up in the slot, and it's going to be cleared out to center by a combination of Eckert and Shirley. Stolen away by Keel. Turned back the other direction. Hockett steps in, knocks it free, sends it up into the air. Swenson is going to get a handle on it. She'll dump it in on the near side. It'll be gathered up in front of the net by Mateu. Little is able to hold it in along the far side. Shirley backhand shot right onto the pads of Trayer. She'll cover it up before it can go any farther. Face-off will go to the far side between Wally and Lane. Puck will be sent over onto the far side wall. Lovejoy will have it there. Chip down into the corner. Lane is going to go get it. Backhanded into the center. Lee tries for the shot. Swenson can't get it picked up. Lane loses the handle on it. It'll end up along the near side boards. But it'll be held in by the Spuds. Backhand from Lane is going to be intercepted by Burke and taken down into the Moorhead end. Off the back wall, it'll go off the side of the cage. Lee will have it going back, or not Lee won't have it, but Tozer will have it. Send it across into the far side corner. Little is going to send it all the way out. That one's going to get called back on icing. Nope, and that one fell short of the goal line. It was picked up and turned back out to center by the Queens. Little just inside her own zone, carries it out, has it stripped away as she leaves. Puck will end up along the near side boards. Arthur down into the corner, looks to center it up. Chip shot is going to get blocked away by Paulson. Shirley's going to come away with it and go the other direction. Down into the Queen's zone, far side. She takes a shot that goes just wide of the net and around behind and onto the near side boards. And picked up back behind the net by Tozer. Along the far side boards, Arthur. Takes it out through center and dumps it into the Moorhead zone right at the blue line. Along the near side wall. It'll be handled by Stokaluk. The shot put on Paulson is going to get turned away. Puck will be sent back out to center. Boone is going to have it. Retzer will be there to steal it away. Just inside of her own zone, she's going to send it ahead to Shirley, and it's going to go the length of the ice, and that one will get called back on icing. 19.7 seconds to go in the first. 1-0 Queens lead. Faceoff will come back down into the Moorhead end on the near side. I believe it's going to be Kane and Lane on the faceoff. Queens come away with it. Keel with a shot that's going to get blocked away in traffic. Lovejoy will have it back behind the net and send it along the near side boards to Hockett. Hockett tries to clear. Boone is there to hold it. It'll be held up along the near side boards and stolen away by Kane. Kane shot at the buzzer, goes just wide of the net. And that is going to do it for the first. 15 minutes in the books. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be back in a minute. Queens take to the ice and lead 1-0 after one. Shots on goal are 10-7 in favor of the Queens. Arthur is set to face off against Shirley. Puck is down. It'll be sent right down into the Moorhead end. Taken right in front of the net by Little. Off the far side boards, Little tries to clear. Just outside the Moorhead end, it'll be stolen away by Arthur. She'll carry it back down into her zone and have it stolen away by Hockett. Sent along the near side boards, a little bit just outside. She's going to kick it ahead, and it'll end up in the Queen's zone along the near side boards. Sent right back out. Okay, I'm thinking I really need to stand up because I cannot see what's going on. But this is not the most conducive place to stand. Anyhow, Retzer to face off against Arthur just outside the Queen's zone on the near side. It'll be sent down just inside the zone and picked up by Boone, who carries it out through center and dumps it into the Moorhead end. Hendrickson tries to clear it back out. It'll be intercepted on its way out by Stokaluk. Eckert will pick it up on the far side. She carries it out through center, drives the top of the slot. It's going to bring it down into the near side corner, centers it up. It's going to end up going all the way over to the far side wall and come up to Hendrickson at the point. Shot blocked down by Boone. She'll carry it around back behind the net. Stokaluk clears it out to center. Eckert will have it. Tries to backhand it along the wall. Retcher will pick it up. Carries it in. Top of the slot. Shot. Knocked down by Wrigley. Puck will go just wide of the net back behind. Boone behind the net to Wrigley. Wrigley is going to carry it out cross ice and into the Spud zone on the far side. Steered back behind the net with Lovejoy in her pocket. Puck's going to come free. It'll go into the near side corner. And Lovejoy is going to be headed to the box for tripping. That'll put the Queens on the power play with 13:06 to go in the second. Face off far side of the Moorhead zone is going to be between Wally and Shirley. Shot from the far side by Tozer will get blocked in traffic and end up down in the near side corner. Wally will pick it up. Backhand shot will be swallowed up by Paulson. Face-off will come to the near side. Between Arthur and Shirley. Arthur is going to win the draw.
Lovejoy with the Spud, trippy minor. Time the penalty 1.
Along the far side wall, it'll be Arthur, carries it around back behind the net. Shirley is there to knock it free. Little and Hendrickson step in to help. Hendrickson loses an edge. Puck comes free. Arthur back behind her net, behind the Moorhead net, sends it out in front. Paulson's going to be able to get it covered up. Faceoff is going to go to the far side of the Moorhead end. 12:19 to go in the first. Minute 13 left on the Queens power play. Face-off between Arthur and Strand. Strand is going to win the draw. Puck will be sent onto the far side wall. It'll come up to Boone at the point, who's going to dump it back in the corner. Ekron near side. Has it knocked free. Puck floats around inside the face-off circle. Arthur is going to have it along the near side wall. She'll send it across, or send it around back behind the net. Ekron tries to clear, held in by Mateu. Swenson back behind the net, tries to clear it, send it ahead. Strand is going to have it along the near side board, stolen away by Wally. Centering pass is blocked away by Lee. Lee tries to clear it. It's going to be intercepted in traffic. Be Wally, side angle shot, goes through the crease and into the far side corner. Swenson is going to pick it up. Out through center, all the way down into the Queen zone. Swenson tries to get the backhanded shot off, but the puck was just a little bit too far ahead of her. We're going to be headed back the other direction on the stick of Boone. Boone has it knocked over to the wall by Hockett.
Moorhead Spuds back at full strength.
Hockett along the near side wall. Out through center, she's going to dump it into the Queen's zone. That one will get called back on icing. .55 second period, 1-0 Queens lead. Face-off comes back into the Moorhead end on the near side. It'll be between Arthur and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw. It'll get sent over on the near side boards. Queens are going to control it. Wrigley with a slap shot that goes high over the net and back behind. Little and Postlewhite will fight for it along the far side. Up to Wrigley. Backhand shot. Lovejoy is going to intercept. She's going to take it the other direction. Dumps it in right along the near side wall. It'll go behind the net all the way down in, all the way into the far side corner. Centering pass, Shirley, backhand shot. Glove save made by Trayer. Face-off will be far side of the Queen's end. Between Retzer and Wally. Wally's going to win the draw. Spuds are going to control it. Lovejoy tries to send it down in deeper. It'll be turned out to center ice. Spuds will have to reset. Dumped into the near side corner. It'll be Wrigley. Tries to clear it out. Lee will be there to hold it in momentarily. She's going to send it in the top of the slot where it'll be gathered up by Wrigley. Retzer will steer her into the corner. Strand steps in to help, as does Harbluck. It'll go around behind the net up to Little on the far side. Cleared out by the Queens, dumped into the Moorhead zone. Hendrickson will have it far side inside her own zone. She sends it ahead to Hockett, who loses the handle on it just inside the Queen's zone. Lee picks it up, takes a shot on Trayer, who makes the kick save. Will be turned back out to center ice along the far side. Sent cross ice to Wrigley. Wrigley from the top of the slot, shot and the goal. So at 10:09, Queens go up by 2. Face off at center between Shirley and Kane. It's going to be won by Shirley and handed back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson ahead to Hockett. Intercepted by the Queens. Carried into the Moorhead zone by Keel. Stolen away by Swenson. Sent to Hockett. Strand is going there. Hockett and Swenson are going the other direction. Swenson takes a shot that goes right into the chest protector of Trayer. But she's able to get the puck covered up before Hockett could pick it up and could pick up the rebound. Face off near side of the Queen's zone between Arthur and Shirley is going to be won by Shirley. Swenson will have it along the far or the near side wall. Centering pass is going to be turned back behind the net. It'll come up to Shirley on the far side. She's going to send it off the wall and back behind the net. Swenson turns it the other direction. Hockett and Tozer back behind the net. Postlewhite will come away with it.
Second period.
Arthur will come away with it. Out through center. She's going to drop it off for Stokaluk, who puts a shot on Paulson, and Paulson will gobble it up. Faceoff comes to the near side between Arthur and Lane. Steered over onto the near side boards. Lovejoy is going to send it back behind the net. Turn the other direction and into the near side corner by the Queens. Arthur with a shot that's going to get knocked down by Paulson and cleared out by the Spuds. And then it'll end up going out to center ice. Just inside the Queen's zone, it'll be Timko who sends it back out to center. Lane has it knocked away by Stokaluk. Little is going to go in on the far side. She's going to get tripped up. But the Spuds are going to be headed to the power play. Number 12, Ava Burke, is going to be the guilty party. So she'll go sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping. Face-off will go to the far side of the Queen zone between Shirley and Wally. Or, excuse me, 18. That's going to be Keel. Shirley and Keel far side. Shirley wins the draw back up to Hendrickson, across to Ekron, who takes the one-timer that's going to go high and over the net and onto the back glass. Ekron and Keel, near side. Ekron comes away with a shot. Kick save made by Trayer. Shirley will have it on the far side, or on the near side corner. Tries to center it up, and it'll get steered over onto the far side wall. Swenson steps up to hold it in. Back down in behind the net. It's going to be sent out to center. And Ekron is going to have it knocked away by Stokaluk. Chipped into the Moorhead zones, or into the Queen zone, turned right back out to center. Ekron is going to dump it in. It'll be picked up along the far side wall by Boone and sent out to center. Stokaluk. Wrigley inside her own zone, sends it back out to center. Stokaluk is going to get it and dump it into the Moorhead end. Near side corner, it'll be Ekron. She's going to send it ahead and all the way out. Boone will have it just inside of her own zone. Tries to clear. Hendrickson is going to be there. She'll send it back behind the net. Swenson is going to have it near side and have it stripped off her stick by Arthur, who's going to go the other direction but on the breakaway and put it away. 3-0 Queens lead on the power play. Or on the shorthanded. Spuds will have 32 seconds left on their power play. 6:10 to go in the period. Face off at center ice. It's going to be Lane and Kane. Kane is going to win the draw. She'll drop it back to Tozer. Tozer drives the lane, has it stolen away by Lane. Lane is going to take it out through center ice and be pushed down by Kane, but there's not going to be any call. Face off at center between Kane and Shirley. Spuds will control it. Little sends it ahead down into the Queen zone. It'll be cleared right back out and sent into the Moorhead end. Lovejoy sends it out. It'll be dropped right back into the zone by Kane, and the Queens will end up offside. And they're also back in full strength. Face off near side, just outside the Queen zone between Kane and Shirley. We'll end up with Lovejoy, who tries to clear it out. It'll be held by Konopski. Stolen away by the Spuds.
Number 5.
Stolen away by Kane, just inside of her own zone. Puck will be held up along the far side wall. Shirley dumps it into the zone. It'll be picked up along the far side wall by Timko. She'll carry it back behind the net and send it ahead to Keel. Keel out to center. It's going to go all the way into the Moorhead end. It'll be taken along the far side wall by Little. Little off the boards. Puck goes out to Shirley at center. Shirley Hockett, 3-on-2, going the other direction. Shirley tries for the shot, gets blocked down in traffic. Hockett picks up the rebound, can't get it sent home. It's going to go wide of the net. It'll come up to Lovejoy, who will turn it down into the corner. Kicked out to center by the Queens. Mateu inside of her own zone. along the far side is going to carry it out to center, and the Spuds will be headed to the box for tripping. Number 4, Kate Shirley, is going to be the guilty party. Face-off is going to go back to the Moorhead end on the far side. Wetzer and Arthur to square up. Wetzer's going to win the draw. Lee tries to get a hold of it, but she has it knocked away. Centering pass is going to come up to Wrigley. She'll take the shot that Paulson will knock down. Puck will end up back behind the net with Eckert. Eckert ahead to Hendrickson. Hendrickson at center. Drops it off for Lee and carries it into the zone. Puck is knocked free. Hendrickson will take the shot. Kick save made by Trayer. Puck will end up along the near side wall. Up to Eckert. Eckert cross ice. Nobody there. Hendrickson tries to step up. It's knocked the other direction by Burke. Retzer near side boards, tries to backhand it into the center. It'll end up back behind the net. Burke will have it along the far side wall. Set out to center, Eckert. 1 minute left on the Queens power play. Wrigley will have it inside of her own zone. She takes it out to center. Carries it down into the Moorhead zone. Top of the slot shot is blocked away by Eckert and will end up in the near side corner. Centering pass to Wrigley. Slap shot knocked down in traffic. It'll end up in the far side corner where Wally will go get it. Back behind the net. Eckert tries to clear. Boone holds it in. Hendrickson is there to steal it away. Tries to clear. Boone sends it back into the corner. Puck sent out to center. It'll end up along the near side boards with Wrigley, who dumps it back into the zone to Wally. Wally and Eckert back behind the net. Backhand from Wally. Rebound is picked up and thrown over the top of the net. Spuds are back at full strength. Eckert is going to clear it out. That one is going to be called back on icing, and the Spuds are going to go for the change. 2:12 to go here in the second. 3-0 Queens lead. Face off far side. It's going to be Lane and Arthur. Will be turned up to the point, then sent cross ice and into the near side corner. Lovejoy to Lane, intercepted by Arthur. Centering pass, turned away. Lane is going to come away with it. She's going hard and fast on the near side. It's going to have it knocked away by Timko. Lee will have it just outside. Swenson goes for the shot, takes a shot that's going to go just wide behind the net. Lee will have it along the near side boards. Lovejoy sends it back up to Lee. Lee has it knocked away by Arthur. Arthur is going to take it out to center and all the way down into the Spuds end. Poke checked away by Little. Puck comes free and ends up back behind the Moorhead net with Arthur. She tries to center up. It's going to get turned away by Little. From the side, shot taken by Arthur is going to get turned away by Lovejoy. Arthur and Little will hold it up along the far side wall. Lane and Swenson going the other direction. Lane brings it around back behind the net. Puck comes free along the far side wall. And the Queens are able to clear it out to center. Hockett near side. Tries to carry it in. Lane is already in. Spuds are going to go in offside.
Go Spud!
Face off. Just outside the Queen's zone on the near side will be Shirley and Wally. Harbuck is going to have it. She takes the shot. It'll go just wide of the net and into the far side corner. Taken by Shirley. She tries to chip it ahead. It's going to end up out at center ice with Hockett. Hockett shot goes wide of the net and into the near side corner. Shirley will pick up along the near side wall. Tries to dump it back into the corner. It's going to be turned the other direction by the Queens. Out to center, it'll be Ekron. Dump back in right in front of Trayer. It'll be sent out to center by Timko, and that is going to do it for the second. So after 2 periods, your Moorhead Spuds are down by 3. So stick around. We're going to do 3-player videos since we haven't been able to do them the last 2 games. We'll be back in just a little bit after they're done polishing off the ice.
What is your name and position?
Ellie, goalie.
How long have you been playing hockey?
4 years.
What's your favorite NHL team?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Braylon.
What's your best memory from this season?
Hanging out in the hotel.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
Pretty wild.
Who's the biggest rival this season?
Brainerd.
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
The penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league between which 2 countries?
USA and Canada.
What's your name and position?
Mari Lovejoy, defense.
How long have you been playing hockey?
7 years.
What's your favorite NHL team?
The Anaheim Ducks.
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
Kirill Kaprizov.
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Molly Hoggett.
What's the best memory from this season?
Almost winning the Grand Rapids.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
Mild.
Who's your biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids.
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
Penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league in which 2 countries?
Canada and the United States.
What's your name and position?
Braylon, left wing.
How long have you been playing hockey?
7 years.
What's your favorite NHL team?
Wild.
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
Kaylin Ekron.
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Molly.
What's your best memory from this season?
All of them.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
They haven't got kicked out this year.
Who's the biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids or Brainerd?
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
Let me think. The penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league between which 2 countries?
United States and Canada. She pointed up like I was going to know what up there is.
30 minutes in the books, 15 minutes to go. We are back to start the third. Puck is down. Strand and Hockett left and right. Shirley to center it up. Hendrickson and Ekron back on the blue line. Puck will be dropped down into the Moorhead zone. Ekron tries to clear it out off the boards. It's going to be stolen away by the Queens. Shot put on Paulson, goes wide of the net and all the way out to center. Boone ahead to Arthur inside the Moorhead zone. She's going to carry it around, looks for the shot, takes a shot. It puts the Queens up by 4.
Come on, Moorhead!
Face off at center between Lane and Kane is going to be controlled by the Queens. Into the Moorhead zone, it's going to be knocked away by Lee, and Swenson will come away with it. She's going to take it in near side and get steered down into the corner by Harbuck. Picked up by Lane, top of the slot. She tries to chip it ahead. It's going to be intercepted by Keel. Taken out to center by Kane. Kane just inside the Moorhead zone. Stolen away by Lovejoy. Lane is going to come away with it into the slot. Lane is going to bang it home. So at 13-10, Moorhead is finally on the board. 13-10 third period, 4-1 Queens lead. Face off at center will be Wally and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw. Ekron is going to have it along the far side boards. Tries to send it ahead to Shirley. It's going to be picked up by Wally. Shirley with the shot from the far side is going to come all the way around to the near side to Hendrickson. Hendrickson is going to chip it back down into the slot and be turned over to the side by the Queens. Carried out to center and dumped into the Moorhead zone by Burke, and that one will get called back on icing. Face off near side of the Queens zone will be Shirley and Arthur up to Ekron. Shot blocked down in traffic. It'll end up in the near side corner. Carter tries to center it up. It's going to be picked up by Postlewhite. Down to the near side corner. Queens try to clear. Puck will go onto the side of the cage. Held up along the near side boards. Queens are able to clear. Arthur's going to go the other direction. She drops it off for Stokaluk, and they go in offside. Faceoff will come back out to the neutral zone on the Moorhead end, far side. Arthur and Lane to square up. Arthur is going to win the draw. She's going to drop it back to Wrigley, who'll drive the zone and get steered into the near side corner. Up to Stobaluk, stolen away by the Spuds. Hockett across the lane, drives the zone, takes a shot that's going to go over the net. She gets tripped up on the shot. So the Spuds will be headed to the power play with 12:25 to go in the game. I did not catch who the guilty party was. I'll tell you in just a second here. Face-off will come to the near side of Queen's End. Kane and Lane. The guilty party was going to be number 9, Allison Boone. Held up in the face-off circle. Cleared out to center by Konopski. Back behind her own net, it's going to be Little. Spuds try to clear. It'll be turned back the other direction by Cade. Little over to Shirley. Along the far side wall, puck will get sent into the corner. 2:35. Ground behind the net and onto the near side wall. Ekron will have it. Shot. Kick save made by Trayer. She'll cover it up and we'll get the stoppage. Minute 21 left on the Moorhead power play. 11:46 left in the game. Face-off is going to be near side between Shirley and, well, definitely not Boone because Boone was in the box. Wally. Taken out to center and dumped into the Moorhead end by Keel. Eckert will pick it up on the far side and send it back around to Hendrickson on the near side. Up to Hockett. Hockett to Lane. Lane dumps it in to the Queen zone and goes after it back behind the net. Set along the near side wall. Queens look to clear. It'll be held in by Hendrickson. Slides out to Eckert at center. Flip back in, and the Spuds are going to be offside. Face-off will come out in center circle. Swenson and Arthur to square up at the center circle. Swenson wins a draw. Spuds are going to end up down in the Queen zone. Strand will have it in the corner. To Swenson. Behind the net. Brings it around to the near side wall. Tries to center it up. It gets kicked back over to the near side wall by Arthur. Swenson will pick it up. Takes a shot that goes just high over the net. And it's going to be cleared out by the Queens. Stolen away by Lee. Arthur will have it at center. 7 seconds to go on the power play. And the Queens are back at full strength. Dumped into the Moorhead zone, and they're going to go in offside. Face-off will be near side, just outside the Moorhead zone. Lane and Kane. Puck is going to get sent down into the Moorhead zone and turned right back out to neutral. Along the near side boards, right at the red line, it'll get sent into the Moorhead end. Lane is going to come away with it. She'll take it out far side, have it stripped away by Kane. Puck gets sent back into the Moorhead zone by Keel. Ekron, far side corner. She'll have the puck knocked free. It'll come around to the near side boards. Carter tries to get it back. Sent up to Tozer. Shot taken, will be blocked in traffic. Ekron sends it ahead to Ekron. Or Ekron sends it ahead to Retzer. Retzer carries it all the way down into the Queen zone. Wrigley is there to knock it away and into the corner. Back behind the net. Little will have it. She gets tripped up. No call. Puck will end up back behind the net. Little goes after it. Gets stapled to the wall. Puck will end up with Lovejoy up at the point. She tries to center it up. It's going to get turned away and taken the other direction by Tozer. Shot from neutral ice on Paulson is going to get kicked away. Little will take the rebound and carry it behind the net. Tries to clear. It'll end up along the far side with a shot that's going to get knocked down in traffic. Harbluck into the slot. Spuds are able to clear. It'll be Wrigley out at center ice, and she'll send it across to Boone. Boone carries it in on the near side. Little is able to step in and knock it away. Harbluck will end up with it on the far side. She'll send it up to Wrigley, who's going to dump it into the corner. Little along the near side wall, tries to knock it free. Lovejoy comes over to help. She'll send it around behind the net to Strand on the far side. Strand is able to clear it out. It's going to go off the skate of one of the queens, and will end up right back down in the Moorhead zone. Centering pass is going to be picked off by the Spuds and carried out to center by Lane. Lane down and in, brings it around, wraps it around two skaters, puts a shot on Trayer, and she's going to swallow it up. Keep this game a 4-1 lead in favor of the Queens. Shots are 21-20, also in favor of the Queens. 7:56 to go in the game. Face off near side, Shirley and Arthur will end up back behind the net on the stick of Harbluck. Around to Lee on the near side. White knocks it free. It'll go back behind the net. Sent out from there by Hendrickson, or up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson takes the shot. Rebound comes loose and goes right through the crease behind Trayer. And the Queens are able to clear it out and take it back down to the Moorhead end. Far side wall, shot put on Paulson is blocked by Hendrickson. And Retcher is able to send it out to center. Arthur cross ice to Mateu. Mateu inside of her own zone will clear it back out to center. Along the far side wall, Moorhead end, it'll be Ekren. She's going to carry it around behind the net, send it ahead. This one's going to go the length of the ice and get called back on icing. 6:49 to go here in the third. 4-1 Queens lead. Face-off back in the Moorhead zone on the near side will be between Kane and Lane. Kane's going to win the draw. She'll drop it off to Keel. Little is able to step up and steal it away. She'll send it out to center. To be taken there by Thorvaldson. She's going to send it all the way down into the Moorhead end, and that one will go to the other end, go back to the Queens end on icing. .634. Face-off goes to the far side of the Queens end between Lane and Kane. Kane is going to win the draw and send it right back out to neutral ice. Lovejoy will have it just inside her own zone. Tries to clear it out on the backhand. Konofsky is able to pick it up right on the blue line and takes it in, puts a shot on Paulson, puts Queens back up by 4. .623, face-off back out at center will be Wally and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw, drops it back to Hendrickson just inside of her own zone. Hendrickson out to Shirley at center. She'll bring it in right through the center to Carter, who tries for the shot that's going to get knocked down by Tozer. It'll go back behind the net. Along the far side wall, Ekman. Her shot is going to get sent way up in the air and it'll end up in the near side corner. Stolen away by the Queens. Wally going the other direction. Cross to Hardluck. Puck will end up back around behind the net. Eckert is going to be head of the box now on the delayed penalty. Puck will be sent back behind the Moorhead net, touched up by Carter. And the Queens will be headed to the power play. .535 to go. Number 18, Kaylin Eckert, is the guilty party. Face-off near side of the Moorhead zone is going to be sent over to the near side wall. Little tries to clear. Boone is there to hold it at the blue line. All the way across ice. It'll be Lovejoy down in the corner. Lovejoy head to Lane. Lee will have it along the near side. Lee to Lane. Lee drives the slot. Puck's going to get knocked free. And sent out to center by Postlewhite. Lane. Through center, brings it in, top of the slot, has it knocked away by Wrigley. It'll end up down to the far side corner. Wrigley right out in front of her own net. She's going to take it to center, 2-on-2, going the other direction. She'll get steered over to the far side, bring it right around out in front of Paulson with the backhand. Paulson will knock it away. Shot by Keel is going to go over the net and back behind. Centering pass is going to be picked up by Lane. Lane is going to go the other direction. 2-on-1 going. She's going to get steered back behind the net. Puck will get knocked free. Hockett steps up and will get steered into the corner. Hendrickson along the near side wall is able to knock it away from Keel, but Boone is going to come away with it and send it out to center. Picked up by Little. Stolen away by Keel. Down into the Moorhead zone. Shot by Konopsky is going to be blocked by Hendrickson. Side angle shot is put on Paulson, but she's going to get it knocked down and covered up. 3:56 to go in the game. 21 seconds left on the Thunder Bay Queens power play. Faceoff is going to be far side of the Moorhead zone between Wally and Shirley. Shirley will win the draw. She's going to send it into the corner where it'll be picked up by Little. Tossed out to center by Hockett. Shirley along the far side wall tries to get a handle on it. Mateo is there to knock it free. It'll be Hendrickson just inside her own zone. Chips it ahead. That one's going to go all the way down into the Queen's end and get called back on icing. 3:32, 5-1, Queens lead. Face-off will be more far side of the Moorhead zone. Between Arthur and Swenson. Swenson is going to win the draw. Queens will come away with it. Shot from the point or will be taken by Timko. Puck will end up back behind the net. Hendrickson tries to clear it. Timko, centering pass, covered up by Paulson. Face-off will come to the blocker's side of Paulson. Arthur and Swenson again to square up. Swenson's going to win the draw. Queens will come away with it. Shot from Timko is knocked down by Stokaluk. Will end up set up into the air and back behind the net. Pitched up along the far side wall, cleared out to center by Retzer. Swenson and Arthur and Boone all give chase. It's going to be Boone back behind the net who will have it. Or Timko back behind the net who will have it. Taken along the far side, picked off by Carter and stolen away by Wrigley, or by Arthur. Arthur to Keel. Back over to Arthur. Kick save made by Paulson. Ekron is going to clear it out to center. Sent back down into the into the Queen's zone. Swenson is going to go after down in the corner along with Kane. Puck will be sent around back behind the net. Onto the near side boards, about midway up. Keel will have it. Swenson steps in and knock it free. Timko will end up down to the Moorhead end. Little along the near side boards. Has it knocked free. Keel will have it down in the corner. Centering pass. Shot from Konopsky was going to be knocked away by Paulson. It'll be go over to the far side. Loose puck in the slot is cleared out by Hockett. Sent ahead to Swenson. Swenson is going to bring it in along the near side. Tries to center it up. Nobody there. It'll be knocked away by Tozer. And cleared out to center. Lovejoy just inside her own zone. Will drop it off for Strand. Strand back to Little. Little up to Strand, who has it knocked away just as she enters the zone. Flip back out to center by Tozer. Little along the 4 side boards, just outside of her own zone, sends it ahead to Shirley. Shirley, shot. Blocker save made by Trayer. Gets sent up onto the glass behind the net. Lovejoy Carter. Shirley tries for the shot that goes wide behind the net. It'll be picked up back there by Wally and cleared out to center by the Queens. Down towards the Moorheads end, it'll be Harbluck. Dropped off for Wally. Dumped into the Moorhead zone as she gets pinched off by Little. Top of the slot shot. Glove save made. Rebound is loose right in front of Paulson. Steered away by Little. She's going to carry it out through center. Down into the Queen's zone. Centering pass to Shirley. Shot taken on Trayer will get swallowed up, and we'll have 8.6 seconds left in the third. One last face-off on the near side of the Queen zone will do this game in. Puck will be sent over to Hendricks on the near side, slide all the way out to center. Hendricks will go after it along the near side boards, and that is going to do it for this semifinal game. Your Moorhead Spuds are going to fall by a final of 5-1. But the good news is they'll be on to play in the third place game. So we're not done yet this weekend. And I will tell you here in just a second what time that game is going to be.
Your parents and game. Special thank you to our president, Shield, and the Fargo Hockey parents for in the game. Thank you for choosing Fargo.
So we'll be back in action at 1:15 this afternoon, where your Moorhead Spuds will take on the winner. Oops. Looking at the wrong schedule here. Stand by. Okay, yeah, still 1:15, where your Moorhead Spuds will take on the winner of the Grand Rapids and Bismarck game that is going on the other side of the rink, or on the other side of the building. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up and get out of here and go find some breakfast. And we'll be back in action, like I said, at 1:15 this afternoon. So for my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, board operator, Emily Swenson, Twitter master, Lexi Fish, I'm Seth. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you back here this afternoon. It's been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you again soon.